When it comes to stripping rust from critical thick metal parts like your frame or suspension components, there's simply no better method than media blasting. We've tackled it on this channel a few times before, and that's because it's the fastest, most effective way to transform flaky, stubborn corrosion into perfectly clean, bare metal, ready for a fresh coat of paint. While getting rid of the rust is the most important step to restoring metal parts, it is also crucial that you clean the parts before painting. And this is where after-blast metal prep comes in. For those of you who are new to the world of media blasting, we're going to send you over to Cody to tell you a little more about it. But before we do, if at any point you want to learn more about this product, click the link in the description below.
Media blasting is a surface preparation process that uses high-pressure air to propel abrasive media against the surface, typically to remove rust and contaminants, paint, or other coatings. If you've got the time, the capacity, and the equipment to be able to strip these parts all the way down, get all the internals out, media blasting is going to ensure that you remove all of the rust. It gets into all of the pits, it gets into all the crevices and areas that you're not going to be able to reach with other forms of stripping, and it truly ensures that we've got a clean substrate to move forward with. Another nice thing about media blasting is that it's really easy to see your progress as you're going. If you work meticulously from one side to the other, you'll be able to see that rust go away and you're left with clean bare metal behind. The downside of media blasting can be where you do it. You need specialized equipment. Now what we have on here would fit in a large cabinet, but if you're trying to do a frame, you end up having to do that outside. You need a large compressor to run a pressure blaster, and it's going to take a lot of media. A few years ago, we spent some time blasting on my Camaro. It was really nice because I was able to get all of the rust removed and strip everything. The downside was it ends up taking up a good bit of space, had to run a compressor outside, used up a lot of media, made a big mess, got really hot, but ended up with a great result. It's not always something you can do at home, especially if you have a small space, don't have a ton of equipment, but it is the best method moving forward. There are other ways to blast without using a big pressure blaster. We have a siphon blaster, we call it a blast out of bucket. That's great for a smaller compressor, doing small work, doesn't make as much of a mess, doesn't work as quickly. We also sell a liquid media blaster, and it's really nice because you A, don't need a big air compressor, and B, it really keeps dust down if you're doing a project in your backyard. The downside of the liquid media blaster is that you are using water, so you end up having to deal with the flash rust that gets created afterwards. If you do decide to go this route, you also have options on what media you're planning to blast with. Media is available in grit ratings the same way as sandpaper, so something like 40 grit is going to be much more aggressive than 180 grit. There are tons of options out there, but to keep this concise, let's cover some of the most common. Ground glass, silicon carbide, aluminum oxide, glass beads, soda, walnut shells, and my favorite, Epix media. These range in aggressiveness, with the ground glass being really aggressive and good for your heavily corroded parts, to walnut shells, which can be used on internal machine components such as pistons or even plastic if you're careful. Recently, we've been running Epix media in our cabinet and we love it. It recycles very well and it has a long service life. It's great at stripping parts and it doesn't leave the surface super damaged like a really aggressive media. Make sure when you select your blast media, it's compatible with your blaster. Not every media can work with every blaster. The one other safety note here is that you may have heard the term sandblasting in the past. You should never ever use sand when abrasive blasting. The sand breaks down and is extremely harmful when inhaled. So media blasting is always going to be that best option. Let's show you how it looks on this front cross member. Let's get to work. So we're about halfway through blasting this cross member and it's coming out really nice. You can see very clearly just a before and after. We're working our way from one side to the other. Now, unfortunately I ended up missing a spot here and there. It can be a little tricky when you're seeing it in the cabinet, but it's no problem. We'll just flip it around, go over it again, and we still have to do the underside, but it's coming out really nice. And you can see how nice and bright that metal is when we're done. Let's go finish this up.
Now that your metal is looking totally bare and brand new, how do you make sure the rust stays gone and your substrate is prepped for primer, paint, or powder? Afterblast metal prep is just the thing for this job. This isn't just another cleaner, it's a crucial next step to guarantee your parts have long-lasting rust protection and a flawless finish for top coating. Let's have Cody show us the process.
So you're going to want to coat this with something like Afterblast. Afterblast is a phosphoric acid that's going to etch this material, neutralize any remaining corrosion that may still exist in some pocket somewhere, and then it's also going to prevent it from flash rusting in the future. The nice thing about Afterblast, besides just a regular phosphoric acid product, is that this has some surfactants in it that's going to help clean this part and remove any of that remaining media and dust that's still all over this. We're going to spray it on liberally, we're going to keep it wet, and then we're going to neutralize it with our pre-painting prep, which is a solvent, and that's going to remove any remaining product. Now, safety is really critical with this. We're going to be wearing our glasses, we're going to wear chemical resistant gloves. Wouldn't be a bad idea to wear a face mask either. But really, you don't want this stuff touching your skin, and you don't want it touching your eyes. You're also going to want to protect your shop, because if this hits any other metal surface, it's going to etch it as well. That's why we've got some plastic down here. That's why we're working in this area of the shop. And also, just be smart, work in a well-ventilated area. Be careful. We're just trying to wipe it in, spread it around, really get it on the surface, and this is also helping us clean that surface. That even coating is just what you're looking for. You can also use a Scotch-Brite with this if you're trying to just get rid of any remaining flash rust or anything like that. But we just pulled this out, it's fresh, it's clean. No need for that. We're just gonna get the underside real quick. We don't want this to dry. We want to keep it wet. If it dries, it could then chalk up on us. We're gonna have to re-wet the surface again. So we're just trying to keep it all wet. Then we can come back with the solvent, neutralize it all, and get it off the part.
So now that Cody has gone over the surface a few times with that Afterblast, you'll see the difference it makes. The metal is not only clean and degreased because of the surfactants, but thanks to the phosphoric acid, any small pockets of rust that we may have missed during media blasting are neutralized. Once we hit this metal with something like our Extreme Chassis Black, the paint will adhere perfectly, forming a strong protective seal that keeps your parts rust-free and looking brand new for years to come. If you're serious about media blasting any metal components on your car, Afterblast Metal Prep isn't just a recommendation, it is essential. It's your secret weapon for ensuring rust stays away and achieving that flawless professional grade finish on every single part. To learn more about Afterblast or any of our other products, head on over to eastwood.com.